Hi, this is Chris, and that's Prague, and that's me racing in Prague, Xbox One Forza 5. And I'm going to take a look at two of the Xbox One steering wheels, Thrustmaster, Ferrari 458 Italia versus the Hori steering wheel. They don't have a fancy name. So, hey, this is both boxes. You'll probably ask you, how did I get two boxes when you can't even get one? Let me tell you, I ordered from Amazon Prime, said it's going to be here in 6 days. 2 days later, I get an email saying it's going to be 6 weeks. I wasn't going to wait till February, so I go back and order the Hori. The Hori says it's going to be here in 6 days. 3 days later, they both show up at the same day. Hey, Amazon's confusion is my game. So here they are. The Thrustmaster Ferrari 458 Italia steering wheel versus the Hori. As you can see right off the bat, this has this red, bright red, a Ferrari racing red, and being a McLaren man, okay, you know, this rubberized, textured feel feels pretty good actually. It's basically a plastic unit, but the paddle shifters are in fact metal, so it's pretty nice. Good solid feel. It's got an under clamp table mounting here, so you screw that in and it holds onto the table. The Hori, this is an 11-inch wheel. The Hori has a 9-inch wheel. Has more of a gamepad layout. You've got your standard A, B, and X, Y buttons. This also has a little navigation here. This also has some working buttons down below. The engine start button acts as navigation. This little toggle here, you can turn to navigate items on the menu on the screen. They both allow setup of car functions while racing. So that's both pretty cool. But this again, this is a little 9-inch wheel, and the whole unit is just smaller, feels more plasticky, more hollow. This is more like a game type toy accessory, and this is like a racing simulation type wheel. Not as firm and as strong as the TX, but you know, for only $99, you're saving yourself $400 there, so that's pretty cool. This is a good $50 steering wheel, but unfortunately they charge you about $90 for it. So, hey, you pay for what you get. Both of them have pedal sets that come along with them. The Hori has this little flex part down below that actually you can tuck underneath if you don't want to use it, you know, to save space. Plastic wheels, and they are both set. The Thrustmaster has these articulating pads, so you can unscrew the pad, turn them over, and you have a little different articulation there. Honestly, once you start racing, you really kind of don't notice the difference. You'll just accommodate to whatever angle they're at. But they're there nonetheless. And that, again, one of the main features between the two. This is more derived towards gaming itself. So you have brake and accelerator on the wheel, so you can disconnect the base pads. You don't have to use the pedal set with the Hori. With the Thrustmaster, you have to use the pedal set, so you have to use the accelerator and brake. So, which one's better? They're both about the same. They both turn. The Thrustmaster has a little bit of a, maybe 10-30 degrees greater turning, but honestly, when I'm finding turning just this much gets me around a 90-degree turn, I maybe go like this for a hairpin. So they're both pretty good. The Hori says that, the Thrustmaster says that you can manipulate and adjust the sensitivity, which again, you can dull it down, so when you're overcorrecting as you're going down a straight or a turn, you'll start to get used to that, or you can just start adjusting your driving style to really finesse it. And that's what I did. I was using the controllers. You can see me racing here in Prague. I actually won this race using the controller. Now again, I'm still starting off. I've only had this, as you can see, from Christmas. But I got the finesse of the controller down, and I start to really be able to angle the car. But even going along long arching turns or crooked dogleg straight, I find that the slightest input here will kick the car, the rear end out. And so the steering wheel is much more finesse. One thing I do like about the controller is this toggle here. You can look left and right, or left and right, out the window as you're driving. And that's kind of cool. When you hear a car alongside you, you don't know where it's at because you can't see it in the mirror, so you can see out the back there. So that's kind of nice. Same thing, A, B, X, Y. The difference I notice is that for rewind, they use Y on the controller and X on the steering wheel. But other than that, you know, which one of these am I going to keep? Which one's better? That depends on you. It really does. This, like I said, is smaller more plasticky feeling. It's more towards gaming, quick setup. One of the things I like doing is I just sit here on the couch, and it's kind of easy to pick up the wireless controller and just kind of go at it, have fun with it. But I do short, maybe 3, 4, 5 lap races. When I get into the more 10 lap races, maybe I'll start to appreciate the steering wheels more. Both of them are wired. Again, the Hori, you can play with the paddle, the foot pedals disconnected, so that's kind of cool. But, you know, seeing as this is 90 and this is 100, I kind of like the feel of this. And once I start actually getting into the higher advanced levels of racing, I'll probably start to appreciate these metal paddle shifters. I like the controls a little more. I think I am going to, I think I'm going to stick with the Italia. Here's why. Here's the main difference. I can win a race with the controller. With the Hori, it's a smaller wheel and it's just a slight step up. This is a more advanced wheel. So if I can win here, I'm really not gaining much more here. So I might as well go all the way. I can always just kick back with this, and if I really want to step on my racing, I can step up to the Thrustmaster. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with the Thrustmaster. Sorry, Hori, I'm going to be sending you back. But you'll be back in the junior leagues, you know. F1 starts in a couple of months here, March, Australia, so I got to get ready. McLaren representing. We'll see what Ferrari can do. I don't know. It's going to be a very interesting season, 2015. So, this is me, Chris. That's Prague. This is Thrustmaster 458. This is the Hori. This is the controller. And it looks like these two guys are going to be buddying up. Okay? Thank you. Have a good day. Talk to you later.